everyone, we're back again. So this time around we decided to go outside to just get a little bit of a view. So I hope you guys are also enjoying where you are. There is a little bit of noise in the background, but you all know that kids are lovely, so shouldn't mind all about that. So what are we going to talk about today? We're going to talk about what you should do or what you could do at your age of 20, when you're at your 30, when you're at 40, 50, doesn't matter, we can go, the list goes on. But we'll see till where we can tackle today. So, and again guys, these are my personal view. You can always have your different view or your own view. It doesn't matter. Some people are more optimistic than the others, some people are a little bit slower, but we're just going to take it as general. So the first thing is, what do you do when you're 20? So at 20 you're probably still a little bit just graduating, a little bit confused as to what you want. You don't know what it is that you don't know what career to choose, you don't know where to go, where to find yourself. You're probably still thinking or planning to go back to your parents' house. That is not a big problem, but in your 20s you must try and, if by all means you can already start investing, do that if you get a firm job. But what we're going to talk about is just having an average salary, what you're going to do. So it's always best, even if at your 20s, I always advise guys, put away some money. Start now. Don't wait until you're 30 and wait until you're 40. This is the right time to start. If you got a job, whether it's paying you a small salary, it's the consistency that matter than actually the amount that you put away. So do start investing. Now what do you do when you're 30? So when you're 30, that's when most of the time you have figured out what you want. You probably got a firm job now, and you know where you want, you know where you stand. You're looking at probably property buying, you're looking at getting married, or you're looking at all the various stuff. Just don't get carried away by having expensive weddings, having expensive cars, and buying a property that you can't afford. Don't get carried away by peer pressure, by society. Don't be dictated by society. So this is what you're gonna do. When you're 30, this is the time where you seriously start thinking about your retirement when you're done. Now let's say if you're 30 and you're planning to retire at 56, you still have around about 35 years to get to that. So let's assume you're putting away around about even 3,000 per month. You're putting about 3,000 per month for the next 35 years. That's on your own without depending on pension fund. We know that a lot of us have been brainwashed with the fact that we have in pension fund. But what I'm saying is, put away your own amount, 3,000 per month. If you get to the age of 35, you probably have close to $1 million already by the time you retire. Yes, I'm not saying have a boring life, save everything, don't spend, don't enjoy life. You can always enjoy life, but at the same time as you're enjoying life, you must think about your future, you must think about your retirement age, and you want to retire happily, and not just getting pension money. And in addition to that, once you put away a certain amount of money and you get your pension money, even better, double the amount, or even less than double, doesn't matter, but at least you've got some funds put away. When you're 40, guys, this is my personal view and this is exactly what I want to do. So when I'm 40, I want to do skill transfer. So between 30s and all that, as I'm saving, I want to make sure I'm also investing into reading, investing into knowledge, understanding, getting all the type of things and exposing myself to all the type of things that I can get my hands on. But when I'm 40, I want to be a little bit more relaxed, because this is the time where you do knowledge transfer, you do skills transfer between your 40, 50, 60. You do knowledge transfer. You want to make sure that your money keeps working for you, but you're using other human capital, other human beings, you're employing human beings to kind of work for you because you're transferring the skills. So it's skill transfer during that period of time. And at the end of the day, you actually live a happier life, you live a well-managed life, and you don't really always stress because you have your finances managed, you have your life managed. But all this can only happen if you have set some goals, if you have made some plans, and if you have acted upon the plans. Remember, implementation is the key. See you next time. Bye bye.